I was more worried by the altitude sickness than the loose motion and headache. However, we have been climbing up gradually, and everyone were very careful. We have been drinking the right amount of water to avoid the altitude sickness.
The biggest challenge I've had on this is, I think, the altitude. It sort of really knocked me about, getting up above 4,000 metres and breathing, finding it a struggle to breathe at night.
Night at Serchu was windy, cold and restive. Sadly, Peter, Andy and Jack had tough time at Serchu at the elevation of 4,300 meters.
A few of us are feeling the effects of altitude sickness. A bit of headache, nausea, sickness, don't want to eat, just want to lay down. So yeah, trying to get over it, basically just drinking lots of water. Probably drunk nearly 4 litres of water today. But it seems to go straight through you, but you just got to stay strong and keep getting up, don't lay down, and pop the tablets, talk with your mates, and that's the best way. The worst thing you could do is go crawl up in a corner and let it overcome you, really.
Welcome to Sachi. We camped here overnight. Looks like a really pretty place, doesn't it? But it hides a few evils, I suppose, because last night I got altitude sickness. And even though last night I felt like I was going to die, Buddy, our leader, said to me that tomorrow morning you'll feel better and you'll be okay to ride. And no way I believed him, no chance. And today I'm tired, no question. I don't feel 100%, but today I can ride.
I really admire their courage while coming to ride Himalayas far from home and riding the toughest road where the minimum elevation is 3,500 meters and enjoying this adventurous ride despite of all the obstacles.
My name is Nathan. I'm 36 years old. I'm from Australia, Sydney, Australia, and I'm a sales representative back home. This trip was without doubt the best 2 weeks of my life. I've never had this much fun ever. I'd never had any experience, I didn't know anything about Royal Enfields before I came on this trip. So if you've never ridden one before, I suggest to not expect anything. Just get on the bike and ride it as comfortably as you can and enjoy every minute of it. It's not a quick bike. It's not meant to be a quick bike. But you'll still have more fun on 2 wheels than you'll ever have. I can't imagine anything better than what I've just done.
Fast speeds can cause discomfort, but the leisurely speed itself is the USP of the highway. The real fun and the pleasure are in the journey itself. filled with all grades of gravel. Sometimes it seems like never-ending bumpy rocky roads. After riding for hours and hours on such road, when you see a thickly metalled road, you feel like kissing it. In fact, some of our riders literally did it.
The roads in India are an exact replica of what India is itself. You will go from beautiful tarmac where it's unlimited twisting curves so you feel like you can do 100 kilometers an hour, and then you hit a patch of gravel right in the middle and you've got to do a wheel stand to pull the bike up. What a fucking metaphor for India in itself, where you have beautiful landscaped area of the embassy of New Delhi, and then you walk a kilometre and you're in absolute poverty.
It's so much different to riding back home. Back home in Australia, we never use any horn, only when it's an emergency. In here in India, you need to use the horn virtually every time you do anything. When you're going around a corner, you hit your horn before you get to the corner. You hit your horn when you overtake. When you're behind a car that you want to overtake, you always hit the horn.
We have been riding through the 5 high passes. Buddhist prayer flags flickering the crispy wind over the high passes just makes this ride even more picturesque.
So the prayer flags which we are tying up here on the high pass, is sacred for the Tibetans actually. Whenever we cross the high passes during our travel, that just means that we are tying it up for our safe travels and happy journey.
Tibetan Buddhists for centuries have planted these flags outside their homes and places of spiritual practice, for the wind to carry the beneficent vibration across the countryside. Prayer flags are said to bring happiness, long life and prosperity to the flag planter and those in vicinity, perhaps with their magical symbol to balance this element both internally and externally. Even our Yeti friends stopped by to pay the homage.
Our Yeti friend have done it very successfully, and he seems having really good fun here.